Hey, it's Wednesday, July 18, 2018. Hey, look at that. I pointed the right direction. I'm trying the date running that way because I think it looks kind of cool. My wife and I, we went back and forth like 20 minutes yesterday. How's that going to look? I don't know. Try it this way. Try it. Uh, we, we went through and we were testing, December, Wednesday, 2018 and all different because that's the longest you get, and it was looking ridiculous. Anyway, hello, and thank you for joining me again. And hopefully, I'm not blasting out the mic this time because I realized last time I was a little bit loud. And who the heck would have believed that? I always sound too quiet in my ears. Anyway, yeah. Oh, haha. That's the first topic I wanted to talk about. I do this show all by myself in the morning, and I'm all set up, so I'm trying to do pictures with my Stream Deck, a beautiful Stream Deck. I should add them down in show notes somewhere. And oh, I was supposed to put cards into this thing first. I'll insert some cards in the replay. But yeah, so I'm the only one running this, so there's going to be some ums and ahs, and it's a live stream, and so it's just for you, Fred. Haha, see? Yeah. All right. So, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to present a couple stories you may have missed while you slept or that just happened recently. Again, for Fred. And the first thing that you may have missed recently are high-res images of Bablam, Godzilla. Look at that. That looks beautiful. And he's doing his breath there, which was the pinnacle moment of the first Godzilla movie. My wife and I literally cheered. If you haven't seen it, I won't go into details about what happens with his breath, but I so rarely get pumped up for things and super excited. But when he finally used his breath in that movie, my wife and I, we were both like bouncing up and down our seats cheering. It was great. So they're going to be making if you didn't know, they're going to be making a combined universe with Godzilla there and King Kong, not King Kong, I guess, Kong Island Kong. Did they ever call him King Kong? I don't know. That's why they made Kong Island Kong so big. So that's pretty fun. All right, moving on. And yeah, these wipes that are down there in the corner. Oh, I did almost 2 in a row that worked right. These wipes here. See, I just made the sound with my mouth. I got to get a sound for the wipe effect. But, I do what I can do. We got a little Star Trek Discovery news. If you are unfamiliar with my channel, you might need to know that we do a lot of Star Trek and specifically Star Trek Discovery stuff. We're essentially Trek Tuesdays around here during the season because their shows air on a Sunday. And by Tuesday, I've had a chance to digest things. And also my wife, she sings in choirs Monday nights and they have practice. So Tuesday nights, we usually do a live stream where we talk about last week's episode and go into pretty detail. I will add in a link where you can find our playlist. In fact, let me do that now while I'll bet you watch this. I think I can be dynamic enough to add a card as we're talking here because it shouldn't really be that difficult. Bablam? Could there be you can't have ooh. What? Do I already have cards in this? The cards I put up yesterday stayed. Oh, that's glorious. So if you go up in the, damn it, so close. If you go up in the corner over there where that little eye is, you can see there's a playlist there that'll have all the Star Trek Discovery discussion we did last season. For God's sakes, don't watch that. If you haven't watched the season, pause here. I've got another. Oh, hold on. I can add this as a card. I've got a video on my page where you can Oh boy, that's gonna be. It won't be that difficult to find. Where you can, oh, how to watch Star Trek. But blam, there we go. Now it should be up there. Also, if you scroll down, there's I have instructions on how to, at least at the time, be able to go and get a free trial on CBS All Access, which is where you can see Star Trek Discovery. And oh, I am there. Hey, Shallow Unicorns in the Twitch stream. Hey, Shallow Unicorn, how's it going? Yeah, I'm trying out Twitch also at the same time. Why the heck not? Where was I? Oh, yeah. So you can sign up to see CBS All Access for free for some set of time. They waver back and forth. Sometimes it's just a couple days. Sometimes it's a week. Every once in a while, they run a special promo. It's a month. You only really need a couple days to blast your way through the whole series. If you're a Star Trek fan, I highly recommend it. Personally, I loved it. It was very different than other Star Treks, definitely. But if you stick through it for the whole season, I think it's definitely worth it. It delved into a lot of stuff, and it got Chris and I excited to watch it every week. We hardly ever do appointment television anymore, especially with the way you can watch things whenever the heck you want. So, yeah, it's good stuff. But I digress. And these are supposed to be short little live streams every morning. Anyway, so recently they've released some new images for Star Trek Season 2 that has been filming. And that image doesn't really help that much because that's Michael Burnham, the star of the show. And she looks pretty much the same as last time. It's not like she's changed at all. But if you if you do want to see a little something, hey, Shallow Unicorn's now following. All right, I got to figure out how to move that Good Morning Internet thing around, or maybe I'll just move the other thing around. So that what you just saw pop up there was Stream Elements. So I have to figure out how to move that around a little bit. So sorry. So if you follow me or anything, you'll see your name pop up there. Excellent. If you want to see Michael Burnham a little bit different, here she is. That looks just like Michael Burnham that we saw last season. What are you talking about? Oh, but wait. Look at all that red on the bulkheads and everything. They say that this is on the Enterprise. Ooh. And maybe that was a little bit of a spoiler. I need a spoiler alert GIF popping up in the background. And just in case that's not deep enough for you, there's the same scene backwards, kind of, and behind the scenesy. Ooh. But yeah, so they only released a couple images because this week is it's Comic-Con. So they're going to have all kind of different stuff coming out, and this is just little bits to get you excited. And it doesn't take much to get me excited. And so little, in fact, that this next little part needs a little bit of setup. So this, oh man, that didn't show up the right thing at all. Why did that show up? Uh-oh, I've broken everything. Oh, uh-oh. Here in just a minute. Fixing stuff. Boom. There we go. Hi, everyone. I'm back. So this guy right here is a Saurian. He was in the motion picture, Star Trek The Motion Picture, and they're going to be introducing a Saurian. Here he is getting his makeup, and I've already screwed the pooch by showing you what he looks like. Saurians, you may know Saurian Brandy on the show. That's always a real popular drink. He's going to be some kind of miscellaneous science officer. And now these images where I scanned them from, I believe it was Entertainment Weekly, are a little bit more low res than, you know, something where they put it out where it looks great. But his skin he looks like he needs some lotion or something. He does not look like a healthy individual. But I'm assuming that's just the artistic way that they decided to go with his character. So that was it for Star Trek. Our next little chit-chattery that we're going to do, very brief, is about Into the Spiderverse. And you might have noticed if you did click up on that eye, if you're on the tubes of the U, that Christina and I did a um trailer reaction to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated movie that comes out in December, and we really liked it. And a couple of pictures came out. Since I have a 9-year-old, I like throwing out stuff that they might be able to use. A couple pictures came out for some of the toys that they're going to be releasing tied into that. And this one right there, that is what Kingpin's going to look like. Now, I know in the comics, a lot of times Kingpin looks ridiculous, but this is a little bit over the top. Come on. It's hey, Kevin's in the room. Yes, I am up early. I'm trying to get up earlier in general, but I'm also trying to get more content out, and I figure, morning, drink some coffee, get all pumped up, and throw stuff out there. Yeah, so we're talking Into the Spider-Verse. Thanks for stopping by, Kev. And that right there is a Kingpin toy that they got, and he just looks stupid and ridiculous. Here you can also get cool masks if yeah, so that's Miles Morales' mask, and Gwen Stacy, I think is her name in this one. But those masks are pretty cool. The Gwen one is pretty cool looking. I like those colors on it. And also, you can get one of these handy dandy nifty little shooter toys for your kid, and it's shoots webs and water. And I'm going to save you guys a little bit of time later on in your life from being grossed out. If you get this, and if you get this for your kid, of course, it comes with some web shooter stuff. You're going to put it in there, shoot, and then you're just going to refill it with water and run around, and your kid's going to shoot you, and like little bits of water are going to come out at you, and your kid's going to play with it and love it, and at some point he's going to he or she's going to fill it up and shoot it a couple times, and then you're going to have to go in, and you're going to forget about it for 2 weeks. You're going to go back out, and your kid's going to get that on their wrist, and they're going to come up to you, and when you least expect it, and shoot you, and it's going to be water that sat in this thing for 2 weeks outside in the heat, and oh, it's not good. You're instantly running into the house to throw laundry into the thing. Oh, hey, George is in the YouTube room. Hey, George. But yeah, so if you get this thing, every single time after you play with it, make sure you take it inside and empty it out, and just let it air dry, please. Do it, because otherwise it's just terrible. So that is your tip of the day for me there. Yeah, so we have the new toys, we have that one, and I got no graphic for this because he's just too cool to end up on my stream. A little bit more news that we heard about casting for the Into the Spider-Verse, which again, if you haven't seen, you should definitely if you're on the YouTubes here, you can check out our little reaction video. I'll figure out some way to put a link in Twitch. I haven't figured out Twitch yet. But yeah, so some casting supposedly, because in there was a Spider-Man universe that was entirely noir based, and we love that one because it was cool looking, and like the whole vibe of it's cool. But the Spider-Man in that universe is supposedly going to be voiced by one and only Nick Cage. Ooh. So, we'll see how that goes. He's over the top enough that, but for a noir one, you don't want someone that's over the top. You want them reserved and quiet, and like there's been trouble that I've seen. Yeah, so there's that. Anywho, that is just about all I've got for today on Good Morning Internet. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, I got to change that that thing down there because it's stuff you may have missed recently, not while you slept, because I get ridiculed about that. Anywho, thank you all. If you enjoy what you've been seeing here, I've been having a fun drive. We always have a fun drive around here. Thank you about the stream quality. Yeah, I got gigabit internet at home, and it flies, and especially the upload speeds. It's ridiculous. I'm having a fun drive because the last time I went and moved things around, I busted up my mic stand that I'm using. So I got this rigged up system over here right now. So if you felt like, there's links down below on both sites. You can hit that tip thing. If not, though, believe me, I understand. I'm throwing that out there because I'm gonna get it eventually. But and so far I've got family, nothing but family hitting up that, which is what I'd expect. Anyway, so it's Wednesday now, so I will see you guys definitely on Friday for this show, but most importantly, on the internets, on the YouTubes, I will be live with my brother tonight, Simply Your Device, for his weekly Wednesday show. This week we're going to do a lot of news, maybe a little bit of maybe an unboxing of something, not necessarily for us, so it's okay, don't worry. But don't worry, meaning like my brother hasn't bought another phone, because he just bought a phone last week, 2 weeks ago. He gets ridiculous. But yeah, so we usually do about an hour and a half, and it's all kind of mobile technology talk. So look up again, that's Simply Your Device on YouTube, or you can find it through my channel. He'll be listed in the channels over here or over there. I don't know. Like I said, I almost never get the pointing right. I got the first one right today. I should have cut the stream off after 10 seconds. Anyway, all right. Thank you all for stopping by, and I'm going to roll on out of here. And everyone have a good day and good morning, Internet.